Yo, what's going on, guys? And we are here, and Mr. Noah Clowney is making Day'Ron Sharpe and Mr. Dorian Finney-Smith available. I think Dorian Finney-Smith was already available, but Day'Ron Sharpe, the reason why I think he's available, it's not just because of Noah Clowney. I just think the timing, they freaking messed it up. Day'Ron's going into his third season at this point. And at Day'Ron, they don't know probably what to pay Day'Ron, and they don't want to overpay him, but he probably, like, it's just, at this point, it makes sense to prioritize the guy going into his second year, who's Noah Clowney, while Day'Ron Sharpe, who's been fantastic for them. But, like, holy crap, Day'Ron Sharpe's going into his fourth season. Again, major mess up how they messed up developing him. In terms, like, he's great. I mean, the guy averaged like 7-7 almost this past year and is super efficient, but they never gave him runs and never gave him a chance to solidify himself. And now Day'Ron Sharpe going into his fourth season, they're probably going to trade him so they can get at least like a couple second round picks, and some other team's going to extend him, kind of how like Wendell Carter was traded. I mean, he was part of a bigger deal, but I could see that like being the case for Day'Ron Sharpe and them focusing on Noah Clowney. Like, I could see Dorian Finney-Smith and Day'Ron Sharpe being the package for a $20 million contract player. We'll talk about who that guy could be. But Brian Lewis said that Noah Clowney will be playing in Summer League. It's interesting how Clowney impacts their plans for other players. You have Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Day'Ron Sharpe, but you have two guys splitting the power forward spot and backup center before Noah forces his way into the rotation. Day'Ron is young and cheap, but he's going to have to be like extended. Dorian Finney-Smith is a good locker room guy. He's 30 years old, tough, and makes winning plays. He's under contract next year and has a player option after that. That's the kind of guy that belongs on a contender. Who do you think, when you give something for him, you get really back? And seeing how Noah Clowney's rapid development forced those guys to be taken a look at, I think you have to move one of those guys to make room for Noah Clowney. Noah Clowney had a heck of an end to the season for the Nets. He's been called the golden child from a few people, and the Nets view him as a power forward and a small ball five alongside Claxton. So it seems like Sharpe is going to be on his way out. And like I told you, that's $20 million. If we want to just play around, who's the guy that they could go out and trade for that makes like $20 million? Personally, when I look at it, Jared Allen's not going to be available, but that'd be like a pipe dream. I mean, DeAndre Hunter kind of fits what they want. If like the Bulls offer a pick in Lonzo Ball, I could see them eating the salary like that. If they want to make out a run at Keldon Johnson, that's another one. But besides that, yeah, I don't think it's too crazy for them to do that. But I wonder what it's going to look like. And I personally think them going after a guy in that kind of like vein could be pretty smart. Or even like a Malcolm Brogdon they could go after to get themselves a nice guard. Or Wiggins is supposedly going to be available. And using Sharpe and Dorian Finney-Smith and maybe like Cam Thomas, maybe you can convince the Warriors with a few extra second round picks in there to toss you Wiggins. Hey, I would do that.